This is the first live of 2026. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday with your family, a great ending to 2025, and you are ready for 2026. Today I'm going to walk you through this beautiful one edition balloon white. You would have seen it in progress over the last few live broadcasts, and she is done and looks absolutely amazing. If you want to see pictures and details, go to our page on Instagram and you'll see photos and videos of this beautiful truck that our team built. We are here in Atlanta. This is our factory, one of our facilities where we are building and handcrafting the finest fully modernized classic. And this is some of our team members just a little bit later here, 5:45 Eastern time in Atlanta. So they are home for the day for the most part. And I'm going to show you this truck. And before we dive into the details, I want to let you know, this is not a restoration. We used to build restoration. In fact, that orange one back there, that's a 1969 Ford Bronco that was restored. But restoration, compared to today's vehicles, for the typical buyer, especially this price point, it's not going to meet your expectations. It's going to drive funny and loose, and it's going to brake funny and scary. It doesn't have anti-lock brakes or traction control. It has no airbags or safety features. And so after starting off in restoration and taking in client feedback and then evolving to Resto Mod, modern restoration, which is the truck next to it, that cobalt blue one, better than a restoration, but still not as good as a Range Rover G-Wagon modern vehicle. And so what we did was, instead of trying to make an old car more modern, we took a modern car chassis, a 2025 modern car platform, and built a vintage car on top of it. And that's what you're looking at here. And this particular one is finished in balloon white, which is a Lamborghini paint color. Really, really nice. I'm sure the video doesn't know justice. Super, super nice paint job. And all of this is handcrafted by our team of artists in Atlanta, Georgia, on this modern car chassis. So what's the big difference? Why not restoration? Why not Resto Mod? Why modern vehicle? Well, modern vehicles today have evolved a lot significantly since the 1960s. And so you're going to get a modern and normal driving vehicle because it's a 2025. What you see here is a modern car chassis, which is going to give you the similar driving characteristics of your Range Rover G-Wagon. And the most important part is going to be that you have modern safety features, which you cannot retrofit. You cannot put into a restoration or an aftermarket modified vehicle. So instead, using this platform, you have crumple zones, you have traction control, you have anti-lock brakes, you have side impact beams, you have 6 airbags, which I will walk you through this finished vehicle and show you where they all are. And you've got the peace of mind, the reliability, the luxury that's going to blow you away. And you don't have to worry about it. You can drive it. And for $250,000 plus base price, you're going to want to drive it. Unless you're a collector. And you're probably not going to want to fix it because you're probably not a mechanic. And at this price point, our customers, they want to drive it. They want to drive their family. They want to be confident. And that's what we give you, the best of both worlds. So this right here is for sale. You can text or call the number on your screen and buy it right now during the live. If you have been waiting for the one and you're not the type to wait and custom build, this truck is in stock. It's ready to ship. It has every single upgrade. And I'm always biased by the demos that we build because I get to have input on what they look like. And this is like my dream. This is kind of this nautical theme boat, perfect if you're into like yachts. And then check out the back there. We'll just start from the back right here. Look at that. Teak wood, beautiful drop down tailgate engineered to hold 500 pounds. And you have this beautiful distressed navy blue leather. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Super nice. All of the stitching and the details down to this little strap that reveals your hidden cooler back here with a drain plug. And then you've got all of these beautiful details, including this, which I love, is your hidden 10-inch subwoofer, which is perforated leather and not plastic. And if you look at any G-Wagon, including the G63 AMG, if you look at any Range Rover or even the Bentley Continental, you'd be very surprised to find that the speaker cover grille, and in the Lamborghini Urus too, I checked mine over the weekend, is plastic. So it's little details like that that we didn't skimp on, and we wanted to spoil our customers because a nice interior is really just something you'd expect at this price point. So you've got this beautiful soft open tailgate. All of your emblems are billet aluminum and then sent to Detroit to be chromed. And then this bumper back here looks classic, but is actually brand new American-made steel from Detroit, sent to Detroit to be chromed. And then these little guys right here are your parking sensors, your backup camera, and all of the bodywork is 100% made out of American-made steel. I'm gonna give you a little sound sample here. That is the sound of Detroit steel, brand new, no rust, all stamped in the US. And you have this amazing blend of classic inspired design with a modern 2025, soon to be 2026 chassis. And that gives you the best of both worlds. You're not gonna drive around and wonder if you're gonna break down. You're not gonna worry about it starting. There's not gonna be leaks or squeaks or rattles. And the luxury, as I show you the inside, I'll say it is not just on par to that G63 AMG G-Wagon. It will exceed your expectations. And so all this body work, I say classic inspired because we didn't restore an old body. We used to do that and we did it really, really well. And even in the rest of my days, same thing. But ultimately, you actually don't want a body that has the same dimensions from the 1960s. It's too short, it's too narrow, and it's too small. And therefore, this body right here is our own classic inspired design. It is wider, it is longer, it is bigger, and that is the evolution of how vehicles have evolved to be safer over the last 50, 60 years. So I'm going to show you the inside of this truck here. And before we do that, all the lines, all the gaps, all the flush and details, you can expect it to be perfect down to the millimeter. This is a show quality paint job that you're probably never going to go to a car show. But if you did go to a car show, and even if you had all these classic car buffs, I can assure you that the body work and the paint work is show quality better than OEM. And how do we know that? Well, we know that because most of those cars, even by Ferrari and Lamborghini and the big companies, especially AMG, all the big ones are mass produced, they're done with robotics. This entire vehicle is 900 hours of art, handcrafted by our team here in Atlanta. And everything we do, we look at it as a piece of art, including this door handle, which is made of billet aluminum, sent to Detroit to be chromed, and it gives you that classic feel. And then as soon as you open the door, listen to the sound, you're greeted with this 100% American-made steel body. And inside this door, you have side impact beams. So God forbid you get hit in an accident on the side, you're going to want modern safety features like that. So inside here, check this out. This is our distressed navy blue leather. Look at the stitching on this. And then we use Schumacher, if you're not familiar with it, super high-end textiles. And this is Montana wool plaid. And we paired it together with this balloon white exterior, navy stripes, navy interior, and check that out. I had a Range Rover, I think it was 2010 or so, that was normal white, I think it's called Alpine white, with a navy blue interior. But this right here, this is another step above. You got this little distress, it gives you that vintage feel, but it's not used, it's not old leather, it's not cheap vinyl. We went with pleated stitching on this, and you can see how it all comes together so beautifully. You've got billet aluminum for your hardware. All of this right here, super expensive, all done using a single block of space grade aluminum on a CNC machine, and then we send it to Detroit. Same thing right here, big piece of billet aluminum. You can imagine how big that block is. And then every detail just chiseled. And the result you get is a piece of art that you can drive with confidence. You're not gonna break down. You're not gonna smell like gas. You're not have to worry about how it drives differently from your normal vehicle. And if you have family, I can tell you the number one thing that you're gonna want are the modern safety features. So no classic car or restoration or Restomod has airbags. And you're going to want airbags, and there's 6 of them. So airbag number 1 right here is your side impact seat mounted airbag number 1 on the driver's side. And we go to the length of ensuring that this airbag will blow when tested, in an accident, using a special certified method to ensure that it'll come out. So that's really, really important. And take a look at that plaid right there. Just really, really subtle touches right there. So seat mounted airbag, you've got your dual stage front driver's side airbag number 2. I'm gonna hop inside here and show you. Airbag number 3 on the driver's side is your side curtain airbag, and this runs all the way from that A pillar right there, all the way side protection. Imagine getting into an accident from the side. You got your side impact beams, you have your airbag right here for a side impact, you got your airbag curtain right here. You're gonna want that for your head and your body, and then it runs all the way back to the rear passengers. So if you have kids or rear passengers, you're definitely going to want all of that protection. And of course right here you've seen this, our classic window crank, but it powers your power windows, which is a really cool party trick, and giving you the best of both worlds. Down here you have your little storage pouch, and then check out the stitching and the details on the leather. I'm always really, really impressed by just how straight it is, which is extremely difficult to do. And I've been on multi-million-dollar boats and yachts and restorations and airplanes where the upholstery, I was just like, wow, what happened? Did you just give up when it came to upholstery, or you just couldn't find the right people? And that's not a dig. It's just the fact that this is very hard to do and to do well. And so when you go through the entire thing, you will see at every corner, at every line, very beautiful craftsmanship that as soon as you get inside of this, it doesn't matter what it is you drive. It could be a Range Rover, it could be a G63, it could be a Lamborghini Urus, it could be a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, Bentley Bentayga, and you're going to be really impressed by the fit and finish and the details, which is what you want, right? You don't want to drive a car or pay $250,000 plus for a vehicle and then be disappointed by the fit and finish, which I think is probably the number one thing that people are usually disappointed by, inside and outside, body lines, gaps, paintwork, details. Are things parallel? Are they symmetrical? Are they perpendicular? Do they match all the way? And if you're picky, which you should be at this price point, then you're going to pay attention to things like that. And that's just cosmetics. Typically in a restoration or rest-to-mod, most clients are disappointed by the gap between what a modern 2025, 2026 vehicle, modern chassis, platform, is going to give you versus, you see that little blue one, cobalt blue in that rear view mirror? That's a rest-to-mod. And the rest-to-mods we built were beautiful, very, very nicely hand-built, handcrafted. Details were on, point. However, there's only so much you can do to modify and modernize an old car. And that's why we took the opposite approach. Let's take a modern car chassis and then build a vintage, classic inspired vehicle on top of it so you can get the best of both worlds. And so your driving and steering experience is going to be just like your 2025, because it is a 2025. And you have things like power steering, electric steering, and here on your steering wheel you have your buttons for volume, for cruise control. And over here, same thing, change your music. You have hands-free calling, you've got your Bluetooth, noise cancellation. You can drive this on the freeway with the top open and have a conversation. I've done it. And of course you want, maximum quiet. You can close your windows, shut the doors, and then look how easy it is for us to go in our soft top here from open to close. So I've got one hand here on the phone. I'm gonna reach up here, and then you quickly can go from open to closed. And that makes it really simple. You have a lot of flexibility, because typically soft tops, they can be very, very annoying. And so we engineered and manufactured the soft top to not only be quieter, to be easier to use, but to be waterproof as well. So if you're in a climate where it is raining a lot, or it's not like, always sunny, this right here gives you a lot of flexibility. Here goes closed, here goes open, and that's our moonroof. Really simple and very easy to use. And this soft top right here is Wimbledon white. And this is what it looks like enclosed with the moonroof open. And keep in mind, it is waterproof. We water test every single vehicle during our test process. This right here is what the soft top looks like in black and fully enclosed. And that header seal, super important. And we did an extensive amount of testing on it as well. So here it is in black. You've got it here in Wimbledon white. I'm gonna walk over here and also show you what it looks like in safari mode. So here is macadamia metallic, aka root beer. And this right here is what happens when you unzip the two side windows and the rear window. Now you're in safari mode. So take a look at that. Safari mode plus moonroof open. So you got a lot of options. You have a lot of versatility depending on how you like to drive. The top is going to give you all kinds of options. Personally, you'll find me driving it like this all the time. And then if it gets really hot, then I close that. I just like that open air feel. Check out that on the side. I'll show you what that looks like here too. So this truck here also has the power steps, which you saw. It's got the LED lights, which is nice. So if it's super dark outside, you're gonna get in and you're gonna see where you're going. And this one's also lifted, so it's got 35. So instead of the 33-inch tires, 285 7017, you have these guys. We call it Bigfoot. And if you like a little bit of lift, these are 35s, 35 by 12, 12 and a half by 17. These are forged aluminum wheels. These aren't like super heavy like steel. These are forged aluminum, and they have the matching brake calipers. So your balloon white paint, which is this beautiful metallic, can you see that right there, is complemented nicely with your 4 brake calipers, which is an upgrade. And then take a look at that. If you can see that right there, you got your balloon white paint, your navy blue stripe, matching brake caliper, Fox coilover suspension. Fox is a great partner of ours. Worked with them during the R&D process at their lab with their engineers to ensure that this proprietary body, which is our design inspired by the past, bigger, longer, wider, heavier, all steel, not fiberglass or plastic or a composite. We tuned that suspension with the Fox engineers at their headquarters to ensure that it was optimized for this truck, for this vehicle, with this weight distribution, and tuned it ideally for pavement on-road driving. However, if you decide you want to go off-road or you want to change the setting, there's a little button right here. I won't push it, but you can turn it to make it harder or softer, which gives you that flexibility. And, a lot of people are like, oh, well, is it just a summer car, or can you only drive it on road? That's not the case. You can drive this 365 days a year, in the rain, on the freeway, in the snow, in the winter. And I personally drove it myself, not this one, but in Aspen, in the snow, 11,000 feet, managed perfectly fine. And I'm not even an off-roader or an experienced, off-road driver at all. I've never even driven the snow hardly, but it wasn't a problem for me. And the reason why is not because I'm some expert born driver. I have modern technology, which really honestly makes it easy. So if you're driving around, you want to put in 4-wheel drive, normally you'll be in 2-wheel high. You can shift to 4-wheel high or 4-wheel low. And then on top of that, you have settings here where you can turn this dial and you can go into ice mode, slippery, sand, mud. And so you get in trouble and you need help, then you can turn the dial. And I've also driven it in the Hamptons, on the beach, in the sand. I've never done that before, honestly. And it definitely makes it easy for you. So you don't have to get out and lock your manual locking hubs, which you don't really want to do if it's like 20 degrees out, which it was in Aspen, and snowing. And most people probably couldn't imagine that, but I'm telling you, if you easily and simply close your soft top and you have your windows up, I was at 11,200 feet. It was super windy. It was snowing. And we were just sitting inside. We had dual zone climate control. You got a heated steering wheel right here, heated seats, and dual zone for climate control on both sides. and you're not going to have any water intrusion. You're not going to have, any old car issues and be like, oh, well, I can't drive it. I'm with you. I spend this kind of money. I want to be able to drive the car, and I don't want to only be able to drive it 30 days out of the year. So our shipments lately haven't just been going to California, Southern California, Texas, Florida, all the warm places. They've been going to Michigan, Iowa, New York, New Jersey, with the intent of driving it in the off season. And you won't hurt the car. You're going to be able to drive it. And I feel like that's an important part of the ownership experience, because I grew up with no money. And if I'm going to drop this kind of money on a car, I plan on using it. I don't want to just have it sit in a museum. So let me get back to the airbags here. Airbag 1, airbag 2 spans all the way down. I showed you airbag 3 right here, which is a seat mounted driver's side impact. And then while we're standing here, FMVSS compliant, Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards. This is not something any restoration or Restomod is going to have, because they're not going to pass 2025 FMVSS, 2026 FMVSS. It's impossible. We used to build restoration like that orange one and that Restomod, that blue one back there, so we know. And it was the client feedback and the usage of how the clients were using the vehicle that changed the trajectory of the company. They actually wanted to drive it, and they had kids and family, and half the customers that were buying the vehicles were women. And so we decided, hey, we need to make it drive better, because that's what they want. And they're comparing it to the Range Rover G-Wagon, which, hey, for $250K plus, you're probably going to do the same thing. And when they tell us they have kids, and a lot of these are for moms and women, and even if it's not, safety features were a big deal. And so safety features can only be found on a 2025 chassis, which is what that is. Airbag number 4 is your passenger side seat-mounted side impact airbag. You got your side impact beams in the doors right here. And then I'll sit inside here and show you. This is a very important airbag for your passenger. So if you have a passenger, you're gonna want this dual stage. There's a door right here that flips open and flips down during an impact, and it blows out the airbag. We know, we physically tested the airbags. We have awesome video of it. We will hold on that, but we'll show you. And it was tested using the same companies that work with the big OEMs. So we know for sure that after 900 hours of handcrafted labor to transform this modern car chassis into this piece of art, that in the event of an accident, that's going to blow. Really important, right? So think about it. You get hit, you don't have this, you don't have this, it's going to be a problem. And so airbags in, fully crash tested physically, and FMVSS compliant. So there's airbag number 5. And then of course on the other side, passenger side, same thing, all the way from your A pillar, follow along here, all the way up here by your passenger's head, all the way here, and especially all the way to the rear of the roll bar to protect you from side impact, and your rear passengers have protection. The peace of mind in a car today is important. It's scary on the road today. Back in my day when I was growing up, we didn't have texting and driving and cell phones and distracted people and all the Teslas and automated driving, so we don't have to worry about that. But today, 2026, I gotta quit saying 2025, these are things you want. And again, look at that Schumacher plaid. It's just beautiful, and you won't see this in a modern car. I can tell you, anywhere you go, not only will you never see, highly unlikely, another one of these, but you'll definitely not see one with a similar spec. Both of these are actually one of one, which literally means it's the only one in existence today and forever that will have this exact same spec. This bad Santa sold to a customer who traded in his new G-Wagon G63 Mercedes AMG to upgrade, in his words, to something nobody else had. And same with this truck right here. You'll never see another one. We won't do this exact same spec. And that's the beauty of a one-of-one edition. So back here, if you have kids, check out that little detail there. This right here is a loop that allows you to pull the seat down and fold it back. And then of course, our clients, they love the truck so much, they have pillows just in case they want to sleep in it. Soon to be blankets too. And check out the details on this. You have your matching blue leather. And on the back side, you have your matching Schumacher Montana wool plaid. A little extra if you're extra. So, all right. And then back here, you got your latch system. So if you need a permission slip from the wife to purchase a vehicle and she's afraid of old cars because she's like, they're unsafe and there's no safety features, guess what? We solved that for you. This is not a restoration and it's not a Restomod. It's a modern 2025, 2026 platform, and therefore all the safety features that you're used to, including the latch system for your kids. So if they're in car seats and booster seats, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's that rear tether just in case you need it. Okay, so what else can I show you? All right, so we will close this here. And all of this right here, Alcantara, which is like a suede-like material. And we wrapped every bit of the vehicle, whether it was leather, like you have here, all the way through here, no expense spared. And then it transitions to matching navy blue Alcantara, which goes all around the entire roll bar. And then even in a Mercedes G-Wagon, what you'll find is that the entire seat is not leather, which is common knowledge in automotive, but now I'm going to teach you how they are able to shave off cost and increase margin. Whereas what we do is, instead of making this like a vinyl or a synthetic, every bit of this is leather. In this case, Schumacher fabric or Alcantara, which you see right here. And it's those little details that I think our customers appreciate, because not only are they used to really, really nice things, they have an eye for detail and they want something nobody else has. There's your power step here. These hinges engineered by us, check that out. Beautiful chrome finish. Emblems here, also billet aluminum. These are our custom vintage stripes, which you can get in a variety of different colors and combinations. And then up front here, you have LED headlights. You can actually see at night. All the lighting's LED. You have pre-collision assist up here, which will beep and flash if you are getting close to hitting somebody in front of you, with emergency braking as well. And I love these details because that looks like a 7-inch round classic headlight, but it's actually LED. And you can have this beautiful chrome finish, or like this bad Santa build right here, you can go with a black, satin black finish, or you can go with a white finish, which I'll show you one over there. I guess I can also show you our new model that we recently unveiled, which is our new classic G vintage Mercedes, which is pretty cool. But this truck right here, for sale. Text or call us. You can DM us if you're on Instagram and you want to buy this. If you want something right now, you don't want to wait, you love this color combination, and you want something truly unique and special, a one-of-one edition with every single option and upgrade. And I'm going to open the hood here. Last time I did this, I disconnected the live broadcast, so let me see if I can do it without doing that and show you under the hood. So being a 2025 modern chassis, and I'm going to set this down for 2 seconds, so bear with me here. Being that it is built on a modern car chassis, you get the modern 2025, 2026 drivetrain. Really important, because you don't want an aftermarket made drivetrain or a restored engine. What you're used to is modern car reliability, and I can assure you that the modern car reliability trumps a restoration or even a modern drivetrain that was built aftermarket into a Restomod. We used to build them and we were very, very good at it. But the truth is, at the end of the day, this drivetrain is built on an assembly line, 150,000 or so units. They have it dialed in, all tier 1 parts, all tested. And we have, in 2025, shipped over 200 vehicles to our customers. And the warranty issues are very, very small compared to a Restomod, and definitely smaller to a restoration. And these are things that, you're paying a premium, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't want to get in your vehicle and wonder if it's going to start. You don't want to have to get in and wonder if you're going to have a leak or a problem. And so underneath here, 2025 Drivetrain, new 2025 Ford 2.3 engine, gas, not electric. And this right here is the Roush Performance Package. We partner with Roush, best-in-class performance company out in Detroit. These guys do an amazing job. Intake, exhaust, and tune. You can drive it every single day. And I know what it's like to have nice cars and modern cars and get broken down on the side of the road. Every classic car I had, old Bronco, old Land Cruiser, old Hummer, old two-door European G-Wagons, old Land Rover Defender, they were all the same. They all looked cool. That's why you like these, right? But the actual reality of driving it in 2026 is a job. It's a project. You better have a mechanic on speed dial, and you better have your checkbook ready with no hesitation to fix it. And all of my cars that I bought that were old cars, all of them were constantly breaking down, leaking, having issues, having problems, check engine light. And I'm not a mechanic, and even if I was, I just don't have time to worry and deal with. And so for me, and I believe I know the customers pretty well, I sold every single vehicle all the way up until, about a couple years ago. I know what they want. And so if you're in the market for something where you want classic car design, you've always loved the look, but you can't deal with the problems, and you don't know who to trust. You don't know who to trust because almost anyone can attempt to build a car, but to build it right properly with standard operating procedures, with quality checks, backed by a national and global warranty service, where if anything pops up on your modern classic and you buy a car from us, we stand behind it. Because we went to great lengths to ensure that you're not going to have any problems. And if you do have a problem, we are extremely quick to jump on it. We have our own certified traveling technicians that fly to your home. Zero cost, by the way. I saw a couple comments like, oh yeah, well, how much did that cost? Zero. It costs $0. It just comes with it. Which really prompts the question, why does Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, McLaren, and other companies charging $250,000 on offer that? You have to go to them. You have to wait. They don't know you. You have to bring the car to them, and they may or may not cover it in warranty under, depending on what it is you did. And with us, we believe that this is a big investment for our customers, and it's our obligation to deliver quality. And in the event that something popped up, we're going to be all over it. And here's good news. Because we're building on a modern 2025 chassis, you're not going to have issues. So we're really not that worried about it. But if it does come up, extremely quick, extremely knowledgeable people in your driveway, 48, 72 hours, cost is zero. You go nowhere. We don't want you to lift a finger. And you're going to know how serious we are and how confident we are, not only in the platform, but our people as well. And it's the people behind the scenes that make all the difference. This is a passion-driven, committed team of people who love what they do, all backed by math and science and data. And that allows us to blend art with science, and it's incredible. So Balloon White, for sale, one-of-one edition. You can pick it up now, text or call us. We've sold several vehicles on the live broadcast. So if you believe that this is the one, reach out to us. We also offer financing, and we take trades, like this guy who traded in his exact color G-Wagon G63 to move to this bad boy right here. So that is your Balloon White truck. It is in stock. This is Atlanta, Georgia. We ship worldwide. We've shipped to Germany. We've shipped to Europe. We've shipped to Dubai. We can ship all over the world. And US, easy, anywhere you want. So move fast on it. Inventory is very rare. And someone is really going to enjoy this truck. I have to tell you, I say this about all of them, but God, how beautiful is that? And this is a piece of art you can drive every single day, and somebody will be really, really happy with this. So shoot us a text or call us. If you're looking for something custom, we do custom builds. In fact, most of the ones we do are all custom builds spec by clients. And you can reach out to our team. We'll walk you through the process, answer your questions, If you want to finance or do trades, best bet is to get on the phone or text us. There's no time that is too late. And then while we're back here, I'll show you as well. This is the Roush exhaust. I'll go ahead and fire it up as well. The mic never really picks up the exhaust sound that great, but why not? And what I like about the exhaust is it's wife approved. So I've got a wife, and her tolerance, let's say, for a loud exhaust is much lower than mine. I like a loud exhaust, and so this right here is the best of both worlds. It gives you a nice hum. You know it's there. It gives you that growl, but it's not so loud to where it's annoying. You have your kids in the car, your wife in the car, drive around the neighborhood, and it's just enough to let you know it's there, but you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, it just being too annoying. Or you go on a road trip, you're probably not gonna want that loud sound. So this right here, Roush, they nailed it. They're awesome. They're in Detroit. Shout out to those guys. Great partner of ours. And then also too, if you're looking for a manual, we do a 7-speed modern manual transmission, and those have become more and more popular. So I think Dan started that trend. So Dan, if you're watching, good job. He had the boxwood green truck, and after we showed people a modern manual transmission, got more orders for it. So thanks, Dan. All right, so okay, with the few minutes we have left, I'm going to show you what else we have available that's unlisted. And I'm going to show you very quickly a few builds that we have in stock, also unlisted. And we sold out of everything in December. That build just finished, I think, January 1st. And so it is up for grabs now. And we haven't marketed it heavily yet, but we just started posting them. Oh, shoot. Look at this. Well, let's get to that in a minute. We may not have time for that today. But real quick here, just go through some colors. This is light jade, sold with a white interior. This truck, 1 of 50. If you really want something super rare, nobody else has, you love G-Wagons, you love the look, but you don't want something everybody else has. I was just in Miami. I'll tell you, G63 AMG in Miami, they're everywhere. In LA, they're everywhere. And then you have Brabus and you have Mansory. It's a little extreme for most people, but if you want something classic looking and you love a good G-Wagon, I'll just give you a quick look, and we'll do a separate live where I'll show you every detail now that we revealed it. But look at this thing. It is just absolutely insane. This is invite only, limited to 50 units. And it does come in a few different colors. Don't worry, it's not just pink. We just picked pink because, well, why not? Check out the hubcaps on this. Very, very cool. Highest quality materials. And you want to talk about having something nobody else has? Take a look at this back here. Can you tell we love boating? There's your teak wood back there. Beautiful. Can't wait to take this one to Miami. That'll break some necks. And then check out that exhaust too. Very, very cool. Okay, all right, fine. We'll look at the interior in the back too. So you need a 4-door, you say, and you got a bigger family and you need more seats, more room. Yeah, this is absolutely stunning, and it does come in other colors. Your best bet here is to reach out to our team. We are offering this to our clients first. If there's any allocation left, we will open it up to the public. If you want something truly unique and special, blending classic design with modern luxury, modern safety, you're really going to enjoy that. This right here is so cool. All right, so let's go ahead and run down the factory here, and I will show you what else we have in store. But if you're interested in this, text or call us. This is a partnership collab we did with Carlex, super high-end company in Europe, and we are the builder of these here in the US. Just gorgeous. Okay, all right, so let's take a look here. I'm gonna go fast here. All right, so this right here, Phoenician yellow. Let me pull up my notes here and see how I can get through this. Let's start at the end of the line, actually. And let's start with this midnight blue truck here. So this is midnight blue going to Scott out in California. Scott went with this beautiful midnight blue, vintage stripes. Wimbledon white on the roll bar. Love the stripes, by the way. I don't think we've done midnight blue with just the Wimbledon white stripe without the red. Matching grille, gorgeous. So Scott, you're going to see this come along and go right down our assembly line here. Right here, this is Cami. Cami out in Tennessee. Cami picked this beautiful Love Shack pink, Wimbledon white accents. Check out the interior. Snow white. Cami, this is gorgeous. You're going to love this. And I saw your comment on Instagram. You're going to need a G-Wagon pink one to go with it too. All right, now you got two choices, right? All right, so this is Cami's in Tennessee. Can't wait. Keep an eye on it. It's going to move down the line every day. This is Phoenician yellow. Kathy out in Florida. And Kathy went with, looks like a ball glove interior, Wimbledon white trim. Also went with the Wimbledon white stripe with no red in it, which I think looks really stunning. Haven't done that on Phoenician yellow either. You can see right here. And this is in station 3. We're going to finish up tomorrow, put it into the alignment rack, and it'll go for test miles. So very soon on the road and into our inspection tunnel, which is right here, which will run all the way through final detail, and then we will do photo shoot and we'll ship it. So Kathy, hope you're excited. All right, let's keep going here down the line. All right, this is hot ginger. And this hot ginger truck, I don't have notes on this here, is a customer build going through inspection, just finished test miles. And here's the Phoenician yellow with the white interior. This one reminds me of a banana here. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. You've got the vintage stripes with the red pinstripe right there. Body matching grille and chrome trim. This is a great looking truck, and you are absolutely gonna love this. And let's see here, down in our station here, this is the custom paint to sample color that doesn't have an official name yet. And this one right here is Brian's. And I believe we're going to ship this to Mexico. So this is another international build. And this custom color appears to be Brittany blue at first, but it is different. It is slightly different. We can do any color you want based on any sample you give us. And so you give us a sample, our team will take it, shoot it, do paint samples and spray outs, and then check out this ball glove leather interior with matching woven ball glove leather strips. Each one of these woven into a basket weave. And right now, this team right here, Seth in production, Jonathan in quality, you got Meg in quality, you got John in operations, our quality engineers, we all come together and scrutinize everything once again, even though it's already gone through hundreds and hundreds of inspections. And this right here also has these 17-inch forged aluminum wheels that are retro. I love these because they look old, like the old Steelies, but they are brand new and they are made out of forged aluminum, which is super overkill, very high quality, very lightweight. And check out the matching blue brake calipers. This is beautiful. Take a look at that. So this Pantone color originally was given to us on a tiny little strip, and then our team of magicians in our paint facility then shot it with their camera and then did spray outs, sent it to the client confirms, and then boom, we shoot it. So any color you can imagine, paint to sample. And check out this team here. It is 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and these guys, they put so much pride into every single truck, and they've got the toughest job, which is at the very, very end, to ensure that after 900 hours of painstaking handcrafted labor, this is not automated on a machine, it's not robotics, we don't just set it and forget it. It is everyday artists at work, engineers to back with quality, process as well, and we repeat it over and over and over, and every single day we keep score right here. This right here is an example of our standard operating procedures, SOPs, and you can see torque spec for every nut and bolt. This is not a memory-based thing. And let me give you an example. A normal shop with normal mechanics who are still good at what they do, they're doing things by memory and feel. So one day that might be 25 foot-pounds. One day that might be 16. If it's too loose, it's a problem. If it's too tight, it's a problem. So instead of trying to guess, we just call out a spec for every single one. And we literally write work instructions for every single step in the entire process, including final detail, which I don't think anyone does. And we do that because we have a great team and they want to win. And if you want your team to deliver perfect, which is supposedly impossible to do, then you need to give them an exact spec on what perfect means. And then, after every step is done on the assembly line, our team of quality engineers comes in to validate every step. You can't attempt to inspect at the end for quality. You must build quality into the product. And then to have all of these layered audits and our heads of production, quality, engineering, operations come together at the end for management sign-off gives you that additional check. And this is not the first inspection. I mean, literally every single station, and this is just some of them. We have another facility. And that is how you build quality consistently and deliver on time. Because in addition to the SOPs here and specs for every nut and bolt, we have takt time on here too. And that is how we know how long it'll take to build this truck. And we can predict accurately when it will deliver. So if we tell you it's going to be on time for your birthday, for your bar mitzvah, for your 16-year-old's, sweet 16, graduation, IPO, M&A, retirement, anniversary, or you just screwed up big time and you need to make up for it, the dates matter and the quality matters. You want it to be perfect and you want it to be on time. We get it. It can't be one or the other. It's got to be both. And so the process, our people, and our parts is what allows us to deliver perfection. And it is how we're so confident in warranting these things worldwide, bumper to bumper, with our own white glove process. So without that, you're going to be chasing these things all over the world, which we're not going to do. Okay, one last treat for you. I will zip on over here and show you what we have on this side of the building. What's going on, man? This is our body alignment, where we take our brand new steel body from Detroit, American-made steel. Check this out. All these little gap gauges down to the millimeter on every single line and gap. Again, not memory and feel or eyeballing it and, hey, today it's straight, today it's not, next day, 2 millimeters this way. It is exact every single time. And this is a pre-step. We haven't even painted the body or done prep yet. We're going to take it back all apart. We're just here to make sure that every single panel, even though we've stamped them brand new here in Detroit, that all of them are perfect, all lined up, and then we go through hundreds of hours of art to transform it into a painted body. And then over here, this is boxwood green, this is midnight blue, this is GT silver, this is diamond blue. How beautiful is that? Really, really nice. Looks like this one here has the lift as well, which is becoming very popular. So you want something beefier, bigger, a little bit more aggressive, then you go with the 35s with the lift. And it's already a pretty big truck with major street presence, but you lift it to 3.5 inches with 35s, man. It's an absolute beast. And this beauty here is diamond blue in our detail station. Let me pull up my notes real quick and tell you, if I can find it quickly. This is a truck that is going to Post Oak Motor Cars in Houston, Texas. So great partner of ours out in Houston. If you want something now, you don't want to wait, and blue and white's not your color, and whether you're in Texas or not, they can ship also worldwide. They're a great partner out in Houston. They're a Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Lotus dealer, so they know high-end customers, they know high-end products, and they are awesome to work with. So there's that. This is unlisted GT silver. You like this color, jump on it. Again, text, call, best way to get a hold of us. No time's too late. Our team will walk you through the process, answer all your questions. And this right here is Steven's midnight blue truck. Looks like it just went through test miles and will be in our inspection tunnel very shortly. And I want to give a quick shout out to some of our customers here. You've been following along. Omer out in California, he's the one that had the metallic macadamia root beer truck just delivered out in California. He's loving it. AJ McLean from Backstreet Boys. He has his in transit heading out to California. AJ, cannot wait to get that Leadfoot gray truck in your hands. Let me know how you like it. And also delivered Patrick's Midnight Blue to Ann Arbor. He says, so much fun to drive. And that's in the winter. And it's got to be cold up there. And you can drive it in the rain, the snow, in the winter. No hesitation. I wouldn't even hesitate. Shout out to Russ, the singer. Got his Raven Black. He says, it's incredible. So happy that you love it, Russ. Congratulations. And had a few surprises that were unveiled over the break as well. You saw them from husband to wife, wife to husband, kids to father. And this is just fun. It's just fun to be a part of. But we take it very, very seriously as well. So if you are looking for something unique, rare, different, you have high standards, you like quality, you expect quality, you want post-sale service as well, not just hand the keys and say good luck. And you really have an appreciation for art and craftsmanship and design. It really is like nothing else on the road. So shoot us a text or give us a call. Our team is standing by, and somebody should grab this amazing balloon white truck. This is one of my favorites in the building. This is that 1 of 1 edition. No wait, grab it now. Leather like no other. Navy blue distressed Schumacher plaid. Absolutely stunning and ready for immediate delivery. So text or call us and our team will work with you. And we're back. It's 2026. I hope you guys are ready for a great year. 2020 was very, very strong for us. And we celebrated that win, but yesterday's home runs don't count for today's game. So we are back at day 0, although technically we actually worked January 2nd. And I hope you guys are ready for the biggest and the best yet. And if you are not in a position to buy one yet, dream big, work hard, go after it. And I hope this serves as some motivation, because all of this started as a kid who just loved cars, grew up with no money, and just wanted to make his old Bronco better. And here we are. And now we have the vintage G-Wagon that you should check out our Instagram or Facebook, and you'll see the exclusive limited edition 1 of 50 model that we just unveiled. So check that out. A lot to look forward to. And we're going to release another model mid-year, so be ready. It's going to be busy. Okay, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. It's Monday night here in Atlanta. We'll be back with some updates this week, and you'll watch these builds come together. And I want to see this this balloon white truck go to somebody who really has an appreciation for the finer things, because it's absolutely gorgeous, and I know you'll love it. Okay, all right. Have a wonderful night. Reach out to our team. We're standing by. Text or call, and no time is too late.